New details tonight into the Conviction Integrity Unit in Lucas County. Now, we've got new insights into their first case. You might remember for several years, 11 Investigates has been pushing for the creation of the unit. And last summer, Lucas County Prosecutor Julia Bates held a news conference to officially open the new CIU. Now, lead investigator Brian Duggar visited the North Central Correctional Institution to meet the man behind bars whose case is being cracked open with the help of the prosecutor's office.
We need to make sure we get it right. And so part of the press conference, I guess, today is not to just thank the people that are helping us, but to tell the community we need to get it right, and we want to get it right, and we will get it right.
And Joel Terry hopes Lucas County Prosecutor Julia Bates means it because he says he's an innocent man.
It was a community meeting and televised, and I was walking off and I met somebody I'd met in the community before. It's not, I won't tell you her name, but she said, "Commissioner, I want to talk to you about somebody I know," because she knew Joel, and said, just pulled me aside and said, "I want to tell you this story."
Joel Terry's story starts in a Lucas County courtroom in 2019. A jury convicted him of raping his young daughter in 2017 and 2018. If his appeals fail, he'll never be released from prison. Did you rape your daughter in 2017?
No. The same person that was in my family, she'd been babysitting them for years. So it was a family member. I had nothing to do with none of that.
So I asked you the same question in 2018. Did you rape your daughter?
No, sir.
But the girl told multiple nurses and a teacher that he did. During these 3 meetings with the nurses, she said, "My daddy, he touched me inappropriately."
Right.
Why would she say that?
The mother had coached her. It's all coming from the bitterness from the mother.
And it's the same story told at trial. The mother was angry about another woman and out to get him, but the jury didn't believe him. He now has a new chance to tell that story again because of that meeting between a community member and County Commissioner Pete Gerken, a driving force behind the CIU.
I think we owe it to our county to have a conviction, to start a unit like they have elsewhere, and see where it lays. I said, "Oh, by the way, I have a first case for you too." So I did come with Joel Terry on my agenda to be the first case a year ago, July, that I asked him to look at.
On September 25th, Judge Lindsay Navarro will hear about new DNA testing that the prosecutor's office paid a Pennsylvania lab $6,000 to perform. This shows Terry's DNA was not the male DNA found inside the girl's underwear. Less sophisticated testing in 2018 could not exclude him as the source.
I mean, I was thinking what I've been thinking from the beginning. I already knew it wasn't me.
But the CIU also discovered a Children's Services report that indicated the girl was still being abused while Terry was in jail awaiting trial. He had not talked to his daughter since 2018. What was the last conversation you had with your daughter?
Last conversation, like I said, I used to drop McDonald's off when she get out of school. So the last conversation she told me was, "Daddy, I love you," and went back in the house. I was in the car, dropped the food off. I was sitting in the car. She came to the window, gave her the food. She said, "Daddy, I love you," and that was it.
Now, Gerken has no opinion on Terry's guilt or innocence, but he's glad he'll have another day in court.
What happens if Judge Navarro said he gets a new trial? One of 3 things can happen, right? They'll either choose to file again, the prosecutor, and go through the same process that got him convicted. They'll either choose not to file, and he'll be a free man, or they'll try to cut a plea deal, which says you plead guilty, maybe time served, and Joel Terry will be out.
I asked the prosecutor's office to discuss the Terry case and the progress of the CIU. Now, an interview request was declined. Here's what they said in a statement. Over the last year, the unit reviewed 5 cases. As you can imagine, it takes significant time to examine cases that are decades old, given the volume of discovery involved. The unit reviews past convictions for credible claims of actual innocence and conducts collaborative, thorough case reviews to uphold the integrity of conviction. If a wrongful conviction is identified, the Lucas County Prosecutor's Office is committed to taking prompt, corrective action in accordance with the law. For Gerken, Terry's case is a positive step.
I think you got to get one under your belt first. And I think by them taking the Joel Terry case and kind of focusing on that, you'll learn as you go. We've never done this before in Lucas County.
For Terry, the CIU's efforts have given him fresh hope.
Oh, it's hard being in prison for something that you didn't commit, a crime that you didn't commit, and then everybody put a stereotype on people if they hear something. Sometimes you got to dig into the facts. People lie, DNA don't lie. And I just want the world to know I'm innocent.
Reporting in Toledo, this is Brian Duggar for 11 Investigates.
It's not our intention to say Joel Terry is guilty or innocent. This is an awful case, and some people may wonder why we're even covering it. But locally, it's important because it's the first case reviewed by this new CIU. But this is only a portion of our 35-minute interview with him. We want to be able to give you with Brian's entire interview, so we're providing that on our YouTube channel. Terry answered every question Brian asked him, and Brian did talk to the victim's mother. She did not want to go on camera, but she believes Terry is guilty, though she was not aware of the report from Children's Services. Besides the YouTube video, you can also find a longer written story at WTOL.com.